Did you know that right outside there are countless objects hiding life you never see? Rocks, logs, even trash. Today, I'm flipping 100 different objects, starting in a forest and ending deep in the desert, where the most dangerous creatures live. Out here in nature, random objects like these hide entire worlds beneath them. When you flip them, you find life you never would have known was there. And right away, under the very first object, a massive ant colony. This was a great sign for what was coming next. Today, my goal is to flip 100 different objects to find strange insects, reptiles, and maybe even some deadly, venomous creatures. I'm starting at the beginning of this trail, knowing that the deeper I go, the more extreme the animals will get. The most dangerous ones will be waiting for me in the desert. Object number 2 already delivered something interesting. Look at this, a rough-skinned newt. These guys might look harmless, but they're actually covered in a toxic chemical. If that toxin gets into your eyes or mouth, it can be extremely dangerous. So I'm going to leave him alone and move on. A lot of the objects I flipped had nothing underneath, so I'll just skip those. But soon after, I found something I had never seen before, a massive Pacific banana slug. These are some of the largest slugs in the world, and believe it or not, they can grow even bigger than this one. Just nearby, I found this black and yellow millipede. Its bright colors are a warning to predators that it's poisonous. Under object number 6, a line of ants traveling up a hill. I placed a piece of orange right in their path, and within minutes, dozens of ants gathered around, drinking the juice. They're carrying it all the way back to their colony to feed the queen. At object 10, I found a Jerusalem cricket. These bugs look like something from another planet, and not far away, a bright red millipedon, another toxic species. By this point, I had reached the first stream. Moist areas like this often hide incredible animals. Near the stream, I flipped a rock and found my first scorpion of the day. A California forest scorpion, sitting defensively with its stinger raised. I tried to feed it a superworm, but it went into full defense mode before escaping back into the forest. As I continued, I kept finding millipedes. There were so many that it felt like the entire forest was overrun with them. Then I flipped this mushroom-covered log and discovered a massive Pacific sideband snail. It's nearly the size of my fingers. Later, under another log, I found this dried-out, rough-skinned newt. It wasn't moving. Using some water from my backpack, I gently rehydrated it. Slowly but surely, it came back to life and moved away. It's amazing what a little water can do. One of the rarest finds of the day happened next, a winged ant queen. These only appear for a few days each year. Right in front of me, she took flight, searching for a place to start a new colony. What an incredible moment. Then I found an earthworm, which inspired a little side mission. Using this tiny Barbie fishing rod, I walked over to a second stream and attempted to catch a fish. After switching from the worm to a fly lure, I actually caught one. Look at that. Mission complete. Back on the trail, I found termites and ants fighting over eggs beneath a log. Nature can be brutal sometimes. A little later, I discovered these salamanders. They're so well camouflaged, they were nearly invisible against the forest floor. Can you even see them? Eventually, I reached a burnt section of the forest. Surprisingly, this area was full of life. Under pieces of burnt wood, I found scorpions actively feeding. I also found another fertile queen ant. This one I carefully collected to raise a colony at home. I'm really excited about that. At this point, I was ready for the desert. After a short drive, I entered the desert habitat and put on my snake-proof gaiters for safety. Almost immediately, I found desert scorpions. These are much larger and more venomous than the forest species. Under more rocks, I found beetles, queen ants guarding their eggs, and even venomous desert centipedes. At Rock 76, I spotted a perfectly camouflaged lizard. I decided to feed it a cricket, which it swallowed instantly. Gone. Under another rock, I found a leaf-mimicking grasshopper. Watch this. When it jumps, it reveals these bright orange wings. Just beautiful. Here you can see some ants feeding on a dead lizard. It's a stark reminder of how unforgiving the desert is. As the sun began to set, I knew what I was waiting for. On Rock 99, I spotted a scorpion's tail move. I pulled out my UV flashlight to reveal its secret ability. The scorpion glowed a bright neon green in the dark. How cool is that? And finally, rock number 100. There was nothing beneath it, but that's okay. The journey itself was the real reward. From the forest to the desert, flipping 100 objects and discovering dozens of hidden creatures. What an adventure! Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.